welcome, welcome everybody. Those of you who have just joined us, we're taking a little lie down with the cushion to help us open through our heart space. So we're laying down with the cushion at the back of the heart, arms wide, head drops towards the earth, and the legs can either be soft or we can have them long. So the idea is this little prop, this little pillow, this little softness is just really helping us open through our heart space. So as we take some lovely, easeful breaths to settle and arrive in our practice, perhaps there's just this little extra sense of the space of the heart, gently rising and falling with the rhythm of the breath, and gently easing open through the heart and chest space this morning. And we're just taking our time, so you guys are relaxing upon the earth. I'll just be seated so I can speak to you a little easier. We can bring the heart to our practice in many different ways. Here within a pose, we are thinking about kind of opening through that space. And you can think of that like as we open that lovely energy wheel of the chakra at our heart center. Or maybe it's just an opportunity to kind of stretch open the muscles around the ribs. Maybe we can breathe a little deeper when we do this. Maybe it's an opportunity of inquiry, just to bring our awareness to the heart. How's it feeling? Are we feeling full of love, or are we feeling a little heavy-hearted? As is often the way, we may well be a mix of many things. In yogic philosophy, specifically, that idea of the chakra at the heart center is represented by two little triangles. So the image is a little lotus, and there's two little triangles in its center. And one of those triangles points downwards, symbolizing our body and our connection with the earth, our strength and our solidity. And one of the triangles points upwards, connecting to our thoughts, our mind, and the world around us, our higher self, our intuition, our connection with the world. So the heart really is the meeting point of everything when it comes to the energy of the body, physical and emotional, spiritual, energetically. So it's got a lot to deal with. It's pretty strong to be dealing with all those things. But as we settle and relax here, hopefully we could feel like we can just relax and soften, whether that's letting go of any little tensions and tightnesses within the body, any tension we might find around the chest and the heart space. Maybe we think of allowing the breath just to be easeful and unhurried. And as always, as best we can, we'll just let any busy thoughts, any to-do lists, any schedules, any deadlines, just to float to the side of the room. As we seek to open the heart a little in our practice today, But maybe most importantly, just to move with a sense of self-love. So we might move with patience, we might move with calm, we might move with mindfulness. And we'll cast out any concerns about comparison or self-judgment or self-criticism. Yoga is a practice of love for the body. We're not trying to push it anywhere. We're not trying to pull it into certain poses. We're just giving it a little space, a little time to move, or a little time to be still. So from our restful place upon the earth, what we're going to do from here is we're going to send the legs long along the ground if they're not already. So if you've got soft knees or bent knees, we'll kind of just send the legs long if that's comfortable. And then we're just going to send the arms long overhead. So we're just coming into this lovely long line through the body. And you can have a little wiggle or a shimmy here if you like. So if you want to wiggle fingers and toes, feel free to do so. So we're just taking a lovely little reach and a little stretch out through the body, a little extension. Again, with that cushion under our hearts to just give us that little open through the heart space. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. So when you're ready, we're just going to bring the arms alongside the body. We're going to bend the knees, pop the soles of the feet on the floor. And then from here, we're just going to roll to our comfortable side. So we're coming into that little yogi recovery pose. It doesn't matter which side you go, it's just a little chance to breathe for a moment. And when you're ready, we're going to rise up to an easy seat. So now we've still got that cushion or blanket. You can sit on that if you like, or you can just scoot it out of the way. Beautiful. So we're taking that time just to kind of settle the sit bone, settle the bum into the earth. Rising tall through our center, that image of the tree rising tall through our center. If you feel that you want to take a few shoulder rolls, feel free to do so. Feel that any weight is settled upon the shoulders, you might want to do a few rolls with the shoulders, or you might want to do a few little rolls with the head. So feel free just to take a little unraveling of shoulders and neck here if you're feeling a little stiffness there, or any other little wiggle that just helps you settle into the easy seat. We're going to take a minute here in our easy seat. You can rest the hands wherever you like, so you can rest them in knees or lap. If it feels comfortable to do so, you're welcome to bring a hand to the heart. You can have both hands on the heart, or you can have a heart and a belly. So whatever feels comfortable for you. And then from here, we can close the eyes if that feels good. So here in our easeful seat, It may be even easier to envisage that beautiful icon at the heart center when we think of the chakras. So the triangle pointing downwards is running from our hand and our heart down into our beautiful bodies, and then the body's connection to the earth, the roots running into the ground. This is our strength, our solidity, our power, our dynamic movement. And also a sense of love for our bodies and what it is able to do for us. A sense of love for the earth beneath us, the ground perhaps our ancestors walked on, and certainly the gratitude of a lovely soft carpet, a warm home around us. And then from our heart upwards, that upwards arrow rises up through our mind, our thoughts, our intuition. But then also up and out into the air and the space around us, a sense of space, of freedom. Places we can send our thoughts, we can send our body, our movement. It all comes together at the heart, a sense of strength, a sense of freedom, a sense of safety and security, a sense of possibility. When you feel ready, we'll just let the hand from the heart gently fall and come back to the knee or to the lap. And then keeping hold of that nice tall spine, we're going to do our little spiral twist. So I'll mirror you. We'll take the right hand on the outside of left knee, whatever side you want to start with. And then the left hand's going to go on the earth behind you. We're just going to use the arms to gently guide the heart, the shoulders, the gaze around in that little spiral shape. And when you're ready, we'll gently unravel, we'll take it round to the other side. The arms are just helping us here. So the hand on the knee is helping us turn with that spiral. And the hand on the earth behind us is just helping us keep nice and tall, nice and lifted through that spine. And when you're ready, we'll gently unravel back to center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to sweep the arms high. So we're reaching up towards the sky. Lovely. Once again, I'll mirror you. So we'll drop the left hand and we'll just take a lovely side stretch here. Gaze can go wherever you like. So you can shine it to the sky, you can let it fall to the earth, or anywhere in between. you want to take that stretch further, feel free to slide the hand away, or if you want to stay quite close to the body, you can bring the hand closer, whatever feels best for you. Again, this idea that we're not trying to push or pull ourselves anywhere in particular to reach the edge of any kind of pose. We're just finding that place that feels nice for us. Gorgeous. From here, let's rise up to also reaching high once more. And again, we'll just take it over to the side. Beautiful. Slow and steady breath. And then from here, what we'll do is we're just going to rise up tall, reach high, and then we're just going to let the arms fall. So just let them fall to the earth. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do our eagle wings. So we're going to take the arms wide as if we were going to give someone a nice big Valentine's hug. And then from here, we're going to cross the arms one over the other. Beautiful. You can pick which side you want to start with. We'll bend the elbows. And then if it's comfortable, we're going to bring the palms together in that lovely eagle wings wrap. If that feels too much, you can always just have the backs of the hands together, or you can hug the shoulders. All three versions are doing that same thing of kind of gently stretching out the shoulder blades. So we're really stretching those muscles between the shoulder blades, the rhomboid muscles. So take your time. If you want to play around with kind of lifting the elbows or drawing the forearms away from you a little, so you're really feeling that spread of the shoulder blades, really feeling the spread of the wings. Hopefully have a little play around. We'll just take a few moments to breathe here. So to unravel, we're going to come back to the wings. So we'll gently unravel the arms. We'll reach out in that imaginary hug once more. And then whatever arm was on top just now, we're going to swap over. So cross, elbows, and then palms if that's comfortable. And again, take a little time if you want to lift the elbows up a little, if you want to draw the forearms away. So we can take that kind of drawing away to really spread the shoulder blades. And just take a few breaths. Again, if this feels too much, then you can wrap the shoulders and give them a little hug, give yourself a little hug instead. And then once again, we're going to do the little arm sweep with the wings to unravel. So we'll unravel, we'll take the big, beautiful eagle wings. Beautiful. And we'll just let the arms fall. Gorgeous. So from here, you can just give the shoulders and arms a little wiggle, a little wobble if you want to. We're still in our easy seat. I'm just at the side so I can show you from the side. So with that nice tall spine, what we're going to do is we're going to interlink the hands behind the back. We're going to straighten the arms. And then depending on what feels comfortable, you can leave the arms close to the body or you can float the arms away. We're going to take some slow breaths here. So the eagle wings kind of gets us rolling forward to stretch the muscles at the back of the heart. And then this lovely heart opener is opening through the muscles of the chest and the shoulders. I'm just going to breathe here. If interlinking the fingers doesn't feel any good for wrists or fingers, if that feels a little too much, you can always hold the opposite elbow. So that's also giving us that little open through the heart. So that's an alternative if you need it. And then when you're ready, we'll release the arms and we'll just give them another little roll, another little wiggle, another little shimmy. Beautiful. From here, let's rock over the knees. We're going to come to a tabletop position. This is just a little transition pose. So we'll take a moment in all fours with a chance to bring any support underneath the knees that you need. So if you need cushions or blankets, feel free to bring that softness in. But then we're going to move straight from all fours to our puppy dog pose. So with the hips directly above the knees, we're going to slide the hands forward, and we're either going to rest the forehead on the earth or heart and chin upon the earth. Heart and chin a lot stronger on the shoulders. Arms can be straight, and we can have a nice softness in the elbows as we find our place to settle here. So the puppy dog or heart melting pose, more appropriate for today or Valentines. That sense of opening the heart towards the earth. Maybe a sense of grounding the heart, letting it connect to the earth, that solidity, that safety, those roots that run into the ground. And then what we're going to do from the puppy dog is we're just going to journey straight back to child's pose. So if you want to come back to all fours to readjust, you're welcome to do so, or you can literally just drop the bum back onto the heels. And you might want to have wider knees, in which case feel free to take the knees as wide as you like. You're welcome to bring in cushions or support as well. So give yourself a little time. It might be a very quick little movement from puppy dog to child's pose, or it might be you want to take a little time to get really comfortable. If child's pose is too much on your knees today, you can stay in the puppy dog for a few more breaths if you like. So we'll take our time to find the place that's right for us. We're going to be here a little while. Just in case if child's pose isn't appropriate for your knees today, I'll show you the pose that we're going to do after this. And it's basically a reverse child's pose. So we're coming onto our backs and we're just hugging the knees gently in, and you can have the knees wide, you can have them a little narrower. So if the pressure's feeling too much on your knees, the other way around in child's pose, you can always come here if you want to. So again, there's always an option. There's no right or wrong when it comes to listening to the body. So take your time to find your place, whatever that is for you. Or maybe you take a few breaths in one pose and maybe journey to another. Beautiful. And we just take a few lovely breaths wherever we are. Perfect. So this is gentle, very gentle opening with the hips. Again, that idea that we don't have to push ourselves to our very edge. There's no extra benefit from doing that, and actually taking that time just to move the body from a place of ease and love and calm is maybe not something we practice as often. Sometimes we're in the gym, we're working out, we're thinking about pushing ourselves, keeping going, no pain, no gain. Yoga is something very different. Take a few more breaths wherever you are. So if you're in your child's pose right now, what we're going to do is we're going to lift gently through head and heart, just to lift through the upper body. But then we're going to bring ourselves to the ground. So we're going to meet everyone who might be laying on their backs right now. So we're going to draw the knees in, and we're just going to draw the knees and ankles together. So we're coming into a tuck upon the earth. Beautiful. And we're just going to do some little circles here. So we'll bring a hand on each knee and we'll just draw some little circles in the sky. So you can pick a direction and we'll do some circles in that direction. And then whichever way you're going, let's go the other way. And as we hug the knees back in, from here we're going to move into happy baby. So we're going to draw the knees wide and down as if we're tucking them in towards the armpits. We're going to shine the soles to the sky, and if it's comfortable, we'll take hold of the outside edges of the feet or the toes. If that feels too much, ankles, or even let the feet drop and just hold the knees. And then from here, if you want to, we can take that little rock and roll side to side. Or you can hang out in stillness if you prefer. So we're just going to take some easeful breaths. Find a little peacefulness in our happy baby, whether that's with a gentle rock and roll or with a little stillness. And then when you're ready, what we'll do is we'll release the feet. We'll hug the knees back in, so just a little tuck. Coming out the way we came in, beautiful. From here, we'll release the soles of the feet to the floor. We'll take the arms out wide upon the earth, and then we're just going to let the knees fall over to the right, and the gaze is going to go to the left. So we're just coming into that supine twist. And you can take time if you want cushions underneath or in between the knees. You can bring in support. That gentle wringing out of the spine. Again, in that idea of the chakras, of the energy moving through our body. The heart is the center point, but the highway, the central line of the energy is our spine, our very central energy line, known as the Sushumna Nadi. It just helps carry things around the body. That can be energy, it can be love. When you feel ready, we're just going to swap over. So we'll just journey the knees over to the left, gaze to the right, or whatever's the opposite side for you now. Again, take your time if you want any cushions, any blocks to help you settle. A spiral twist, almost as though we're kind of wringing out a piece of material, a piece of cloth. We might wring it out to wring out the water or the soap suds. So we gently wring out our spine. We're just letting go of any little niggles, any tensions, any tightnesses. easeful breaths. We're going to stay here for just a moment or two longer. So what we'll do from here is we're going to bring the knees and the gaze back up to the sky. So we are looking skyward once more. We can bring the soles of the feet to the earth, just when you're ready. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come to a long line upon the earth. So we're going to extend the legs flat along the ground. And if it's comfortable, the arms are going to go overhead. So like that stretch we started the practice with, we're in that lovely long line again, and we can have a little wiggle or flex, whatever feels nice. And then with hips and shoulders still restful in the earth, we're going to come into our little crescent moon shape. So we're just going to slide our hands over to the top right corner of the mat and slide our feet to the bottom right corner of the mat. Beautiful. So from above, you just look like a lovely little crescent moon, a gentle curve through the body. Still thinking about that idea of gently opening through these little corners of the ribs and the chest and the heart and the side body. There's a lovely quote, I know you've heard this one before, about yoga, shining a light into the darkest corners of the body. And sometimes we get these little dark corners from tension or tightness, from maybe a little too much sitting at a desk through the week. So this is just a chance to kind of ease out and find space, let a little light in. That applies just as well to the heart as well, as we open through the chest and the heart and let it expand, let a little light in. And we're just going to journey that crescent moon shape over to the other side. So we're just going to slide our hands over to the left side of the mat, feet to the left side of the mat, whatever's the opposite side for you now. Again, just creating that lovely gentle curve, that little crescent moon shape. Just a few more easeful breaths. Lovely. So what we'll do is we're just going to come back to that long line, so that nice long line upon the earth. And we're just going to find a little stretch here. So you can be the long line, you can spread arms and legs wide like a starfish if you like. You can have a little wiggle, a little shimmy, whatever feels nice for you as we create that space, that stretch through the body. And then when you feel ready, we're going to bring the arms alongside the body, and we're going to take a minute to get ready for our Shavasana, our relaxation and meditation time. So if you want to gather jumpers or woolly socks or take some time to take a drink, feel free to give yourself as much time as you want, as much time as you need. If there's a pose or a stretch that you'd like to do before you settle into relaxation, of course you can do that as well. So this is your time to prepare in any way that feels right. Lovely cozy blankets, cozy socks. There might be cushions under head or eye pillows, and you can be in any place that feels most supportive. So you might be laying flat on the ground, you might be soft in the knees. Whatever place you want to be, feel free to be seated even if you want to. It's absolutely up to you. Beautiful, showing ourselves some love this Valentine's Day to just take 10 minutes where we can just get really cozy, really restful, really supported, really held in this place of safety. And just journeying in our own way to find calm. I know some of you are in busy households, there might be noises and things going on around you. But that's lovely in its own way. There's just the sound of love moving around. We just find a little calm amongst the chaos. Good chaos. So as we settle, we might close the eyes or let the gaze be soft. As the body settles into its place, we can let the breath settle just into an unhurried rhythm. We can let the mind settle a little as well. As always, the world is busy and noisy, but maybe we just let the noise of the world fall away a little. Meditation is a simple idea. Simple doesn't necessarily mean easy, but the idea is simply a focus on one thing. We often use the breath as that easeful rhythm, that rise and fall that helps us draw our awareness inwards. But within that space of the breath, the lungs, the rise and fall, at the center of that rhythm of the breath is the rhythm of the heart, beating steadily and strongly for us. So there are two lovely rhythms that move in harmony within us, the breath and the heart. And perhaps as we bring our awareness to that little space of the heart, we might envisage it as a little glowing light. Now in the rainbow of the chakras, the heart is Either a beautiful green, like the fresh leaves of snowdrops and crocuses and daffodils, or it's represented as pink, like rosebuds, beautiful flowers. Those little cartoon hearts that we see on Valentines. So you might imagine this little shining light as green or pink or any other color or swirling light. Might even be a flickering flame, a little sparkle. And with each and every inhale we make, as we draw in just a little more energy, love, awareness, this little heart center, this little heart's light. That little glow shines a little brighter. That little circle of light begins to expand outwards. That beautiful light fills the space of the chest and the lungs, filling the chest and lungs with love and light. Shining out further to the tummy, the belly, and the hips. Bring a sense of calm and peace. From the hips down through the legs, knees, right down to ankles and feet and toes. Filling with light and warmth. A sense of comfort, like a warm hug, a cozy blanket sweeping over the body. Rising up and out from the heart space, the light shines over shoulders and arms, all the way to the very tips of your fingers. And shining up through the space of the neck, the jaw, the little muscles of the face, all the way to the very top of our heads. Letting the whole body fill with a certain light, with a certain love. One thing we know from the science of body and mind is what we practice grows stronger. So just as we may practice moving with physical strength within the gym, as we allow our sense of love to move through the body, we are strengthening our ability to show ourselves love, to show ourselves care, and simply to allow our energy and awareness to settle within, to call our energy back home. And we'll just take 2 quiet minutes just to settle in this place of love and As always, it doesn't matter if the mind wanders, if we move or fidget. Every little moment, every little sparkle of awareness to the heart, to the breath, to the body. It is all part of that strengthening. It is all part of that journey to love. From here, there's only one thing left to do. To break ourselves open and love our way through. To love every wound till it begins to heal. To love hardened hearts till they begin to feel. To love until violence turns to shudders and sobs. To love till light breaks through shadows and fogs. To love until wings sprout from deep pits of fear. To love until truth is perfectly clear. From here, there's but one place left to go. To surrender to love's unstoppable flow. And so, my beautiful yogis, perhaps the next inhale is just a little longer, just a little deeper than the last. Maybe you want to wiggle fingers and toes or make any luxurious twist or stretch or wiggle that feels nice for you as we begin to bring our awareness back to the room, back to the day. And with eyes still closed for just a moment more if you can, let's gently bend the knees and pop the soles of the feet on the floor, and we'll just roll to our comfortable side and just take a couple of breaths in that lovely yogi recovery pose. And again, with eyes closed for just a moment more if you can, let's gently rise to an easy seat. It doesn't matter what way you're facing, you can bring blankets and cushions with you. I'm just going to take a final moment with that peace, that love, that calm we've nurtured and nourished in our practice today. There's always this last peaceful moment between the end of our practice and the rest of our day is a beautiful time just to send out a little love and gratitude. And we always start within, so we send love and gratitude to our bodies, our breath, our hearts and minds that allowed us to practice our yoga today. And then that love and gratitude can expand out to the space around us, our warm homes, the people around us. And from here, we can shine out love and gratitude to anything we're looking forward to today or in the week ahead. It can be anything from a hot cup of tea to time with loved ones. And to finish our practice today, we'll take a nice inhale. We're going to sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, reaching tall. We'll bring the palms together. We're going to exhale the hands to heart center in prayer. From here, we can gently open the eyes. And to ourselves and each other, we say namaste. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.